Hey, what's up, guys? It's Taylor here at Casone's RV on East Main Street in Mesa, Arizona. And today is 11/19 of 2022, November 19th, 2022. And the question of the day is now a good time to purchase an RV? Now, if you watch some of my previous videos, these were one was like 2 months ago, one was like 3 months ago. It was like about the RV crash and kind of explaining things in that field. You have to watch it to find out, but basically it explains the RV market kind of conditions or why prices were dropping. So, is now a good time to purchase an RV? Yes and no. Going back to those videos, I kind of speak about how some people during COVID purchase and owe more than their RV is worth. So the reason it's yes and no is because there are good deals out there and there are bad deals out there, and that can be with a private seller. That can also be with a dealer. And the number one way to find out if you are looking at a good deal or a bad deal, number one, is to check on the values. Well, how do you check on the values? Do you trust everybody else online and say, oh, well, they're selling for this much around here, or this is this price? Well, you really can't, because an RV, one RV could be the same RV could be listed for 200,000 and the other one's 160. One has got different colors, or maybe it's a little bit different layout. But it's the same year, around the same miles, whatever it is. And so why is one's 200, one's 160? Well, one could be in better shape, one could not be in better shape. So how do you find the value? The number one way to find the value for an RV is to have book values for the RVs. And how do you find book values for the RVs? Well, I have a book because I work for a dealership, and that's NADA or JD Power Connect, or JD Power. And that is basically NADA that I get to see book values. But you guys can go on NADA Guides. That's NADA Guides Connect. This is not a sponsorship. This is what the public can use to get values for RVs, boats, cars, all that good stuff. Mainly, it's basically NADA for RVs, and it's very, very similar to NADA. Actual NADA, very similar, a little bit different, but sometimes with price, but very similar. This is going to give you a rough value, and this, not your friend, not people online, this is reflecting of the values. This is what you should trust when it comes to values. And of course, factoring in condition, but there's going to be a low number and there's going to be a high number, and condition is going to then condition and miles and kind of what the RV has is going to reflect in between those two numbers. Okay, well, you have low miles, it's in good shape, it's kept in great shape, it has service records, they did all their service. Okay, well, then it's going to be should be on the higher retail spectrum as far as the price is concerned. Okay, well, it's got some paint fade and the batteries are bad. Well, then it should be on the lower end of the spectrum. So that's how you're going to, determine the value as far as that goes on NADA. Now, why does that matter? Why is that relative to, rather than saying that an RV is no, an RV is worth $10,000 more than retail? Well, because NADA is based off of what the banks say an RV is worth, because they will loan to an RV off of these numbers. So even if an RV is priced at $10,000 over the retail, a bank will not finance you for over that amount. So this is how you determine the true value of an RV, and the condition will factor whether it's on the low end or on the high end of that retail value. Do not purchase an RV over a retail value. So going back, whether it's actually a good time to purchase or not, and whether, I said it is and it isn't, the reason I say that is because there are people, and a lot of people out there, I would even argue right now that it's about 50% or more than 50% that are going to price their RV over retail, and that's because they are not sure what their RV is valued at. As a matter of fact, they think that their RV is valued at more than what their RV is worth because they paid way more for it. So, okay, they paid $200,000, and they think, okay, well, a year later now it's worth $180,000, when in fact they shouldn't have paid $200,000 2 years ago. for it during COVID. They should have paid 160, and now, well, it's worth 130,000. So that's where the trouble ensues. And then you can go out and look at the different options, and you can find that same option for much cheaper. So yes, now is a good time to buy, but you need to be careful about what you're looking for. Always go back to NADA guides, book values, condition of the RV. And also, the reason being is because it is becoming a more of a buyer's market, in the sense that there's just more options. There's more people that are getting rid of their RVs, so it is actually becoming more of a buyer's market than a seller's market, where during COVID everybody wanted something to go out to go camping with because there wasn't anything else to do, or they wanted to travel because they weren't working. Well, now it's kind of the opposite, where people need to work, where they're running out of money and they don't want to spend extra money. So it's becoming a buyer's market. There's more there's becoming more options, and there's also becoming options at much better prices. If you guys like seeing videos like this, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. I just kind of made this on the fly. I don't really edit my videos, so sorry if they're terrible, but I really did it because I know that there's not a lot of information out there about these topics. So let me know down in the comments section what topics you would like to see me do a video on. Be sure to reach out to us if you have any questions about anything, or if you're interested in purchasing an RV or selling your RV. We can actually help you do that on a consignment basis. You can reach me at my email. I will leave down in the description below. You can also call us, and it'll ring on this phone right here at 480-357-5200. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.